Okay, let's get to it. We are talking. I think sometimes in talking syndrome, I sound quieter because I'm not screaming. That could have something to do with it. You know, it is. It's not even the afternoon yet. You know, usually I wait till the afternoon to start screaming, unless Bradborn is around, and then all times I will be screaming. You know, whatever time it is. All right, everyone. So we're talking about side quests today. This was a fun episode that I have been tormenting over for months. Behind the scenes insight. JMac, 4 months in a row. Thanks so much. Feeling better. Feeling great. Port just subscribed 7 months in a row and says Parasite Eve. I was playing Parasite Eve on my Vita like a month ago. It was amazing. Side quest. Okay, tormenting over this episode, allies, for months on the back of my mind. We had talked about it briefly on Frame Trap. I think like 2 times. There were two episodes, you know, when I was coming after Horizon Zero Dawn for not having that great of side quests. And I didn't know how I wanted to do the episode because side quests is such a broad term. So there's such a broad spectrum. There's so many side quests. So I didn't really know what my focus was until Zelda Breath of the Wild. I knew I wanted to talk about that. We're not going to go into too many spoilers on Talking Syndrome, so that is good. I will just reference the episode to avoid spoilers altogether. I will just say Zelda or Yakuza or what have you. I knew I wanted to talk about that Zelda side quest real bad because I was so passionate about it. And then Bloodworth, actually, I was talking to him about Deus Ex, and he brought that side quest, the side quest in Mankind Divided, up a couple times. So he made me think about it even more than I had originally thought about it. So then there were those two, and that just led me. And then Yakuza, of course. So then I was like, okay, what if I just do like recent side quests? Which led to the whole post-Witcher 3 side quest episode. Because we all know Witcher 3. Best in the biz. I know, I was happy to see all the comments about Nier Automata. A lot of people are saying, holy crap, be ready, Huber. Strike Zeta. Nier Automata has great side quests because they give context. Excellent. Yeah, and I made a mistake. Corrections for Deus Ex. Jensen works at Seraph Industries, not Taeyong Medical. That was on me. Taeyong was the corporation in Human Revolution that is doing experiments and stuff. And they bought Seraph in between the games. That was on me. Missed a showtime. Getting the gold chocobo in Final Fantasy VII. Meaningful side quest. Backspacer. Remember the side quest with the witch and her drugs in Dying Light? Yes, Backspacer. I do remember that. It's weird. Corn fan. Over 80 hours into Yakuza 0 now. On Chapter 6. Love those side quests. Too much to move on quickly. Well done, Corn fan. Well done. Well done. Take your time. Ebo Show. I was playing Yakuza 4 and that part 2 story, the character almost raped a child. I was like, wow. Whoa, dude. Yeah, I mean, the original Yakuza starts with a very intense scene like that. So, I mean, that's how Yakuza 1 just cold opens. So, very intense. Yakuza. Gangsters, dude. Bad people. Nath Almighty, have you played Persona yet? I'm about 9 hours in. Enjoying it. Zen Bavarian. No, I don't like Witcher's side quests. Feels like boring exposition. Clearly in the minority here. Totally. Totally cool if you don't like him, I mean. Not totally you're in the minority. Totally cool to not like him. Yeah, you know. Brad, you still here? Brad Ellis? Our whole lives, you know, Brad and I, we usually play games parallel, or we did for many, many years. How many times, Brad, would we have this discussion about side quests where you were like, yeah, I didn't do those, you know. Yeah, I didn't need that. I just, you know, I went back to the main quest. And I'm like, yo, I'm picking up, like, berries for this guy in the woods. Like, you know, sometimes you don't need side quests. And that's why I wanted to talk about specific ones on the episode. Because, you know, it's such a... that's so funny because it brings up such a good point of... like, would I have ever found that Yakuza 0 side quest if I hadn't gone through a couple bad ones? Or, you know, Mankind Divided doesn't have the best side quests, but would I have found and would I have done the one I cared about if I hadn't done some other ones, you know? It's like going through bad side quests to get to a memorable one. So, Brad, if they suck, I skip them. So good. Chumlikins, Hero, did you do a lot of side questing in Morrowind? There's some amazing stuff there. Yes, I played so many hours of that game, but it was so long ago, Chumlikins, that I cannot even remember play that game in like freshman year of high school. Haven't played it since. Loved Morrowind. Dark Knight. Some of my favorite early games with side quests might be Final Fantasy VI. Lots of optional context, story sequences, optional characters, and moments that can be missed if you don't explore. Here we go again, you know, New Year's resolution. We're already 5 months deep. My New Year's resolution is to play and finish Final Fantasy VI this year. I don't know if it's going to happen. There goes my chance of streaming it also, because Jones is streaming it now. It's like his favorite game of all time. So, I gotta play it on my own or something. Evo Show, good question. Would you consider collecting notes in The Last of Us side quest? Love the story of the Ish. Also the notes in Resident Evil and Evil Within. I wouldn't call it a side quest, but I would call it... I don't know what I would call that. I don't know what I would label that. Because it's supplementing the story, especially Resident Evil. It's giving you major context into the story. A lot of those notes are on the main path. You know, there's a couple hidden ones, but yeah. Yeah, Last of Us, the notes. So good. Neil Dutta 99. I love you. Thank you very much. Thank you. 2 things I won't stand for in my life. Just 2 things. 2 grievous offenses. People talking smack on Avatar. And people talking smack on Arkham Knight. I won't hear it. 2 things. I just won't hear it. So Neil Dutta 99. Really enjoyed the Man Bat and Dr. Pig side quest in Arkham Knight. Thank you very much. Phenomenal. Phenomenal side quests. Too much Batmobile in Arkham Knight. If you go back and you go play Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and or you don't even have to add it in. If you just play Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Origins, there's a lot of sneaking, stealthing, and combat. Repeat. Rinse, repeat. Stealth in a room, take out some guys, go into a room, beat up some guys, go into a room, stealth some guys. Okay? 3 games straight. I appreciate that they added the Batmobile in to mix it up. Is there really too much Batmobile in Arkham Knight? Is there really too much when you hold it up to parts 1 and 2 of a trilogy? I won't hear it. All right. Settle in a straw poll. Straw poll time. I saw a lot of yeses. There's too much. We're going to the votes. We're going to the votes. Going to the straw poll. Gaucho Cam, people upset that they have to drive the freaking Batmobile. Seriously. You're driving the Batmobile, folks. Who doesn't want to drive that thing? God. Alright, it's closer than I thought. That's fine. I'm pleased. It's closer than I thought. This is good. Very good. We have 57% yes, 56% yes, 44% no. I'll take it. I'll take that. That's fine. 44%? Close enough. Driving the Batmobile here. Your passion tilted the vote. Oh, God. Final reckoning. Maybe a little. All right. Moving on. Moving on from the rant of the day. M's11. Have you completed Yakuza 0 yet? And where does it rank in terms of the other Yakuza 0 or Yakuza games you have played? I have finished 0. I have finished also 1 through 5, so I'm fully caught up in the West. It might be my favorite. 0 might be my favorite out of all of them. I also really like 3. I really like 5, and I really like 1. 2 is the weakest link, but still amazing. And 4 is also phenomenal, but coming after 3. Yeah. Love 3. So good. So good. Dark Knight. Definitely want to hear your thoughts on the Batmobile. It's too much, but the Batmobile was implemented well. That is a great level-headed answer from the Dark Knight. Ebo Show, yeah, I really like the story for Yakuza 1. Need Kiwami. Exactly. 1 is such a good story. God. That's a good question, Zen Davis. What is your favorite meaningless side quest? Meaningless side quest? Man, oh man. I don't know. Help me out, chat. It's meaningless. Jeez. Moonsended Hunter, though, don't hold off now. Waiting for 3 and 5 to come to PS4. We're in a good position right now, Moonsended Hunter, with Yakuza, because you can play 0 and then 1. and then worry about it. You know, you can play 0 and 1. Those are the beginning of the story. Then worry about the future of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ebo show shots Half-Life because that game is meaningless. Ouch. Ouch. YVEX, are you going to play Nier Automata as you promised once? Yes. As soon as I beat Persona 5, it is next on my list. That's going to be a while because Persona is a very long game. But it is number 1 in the queue, ready to go. Oh, Gaucho Cam, flag collecting in Assassin's Creed. Yes. Yes. Assassin's Creed has some great meaningless side quests. Yeah. Even the feathers. You get that little scene with your mom, Ezio's mom, which is cool, but I mean, you go and you collect 100 feathers around town, and all she says is like, "Thank you, Ezio." All right. All right. She's like, "All right. Thank you, Ezio." How is that meaningless? Because she says, "Thank you for collecting my feathers that have flown around town." I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. I'm just saying, you know, collect 100 feathers. That's a time investment right there. Got nothing against Ezio's mom. Got nothing against her. Love her to death. Assassin's Creed 2, best Assassin's Creed. Hey, how about hidden packages? Does that count? You get the t-shirt, right? American God starts Sunday. Excellent. Corn fan, did you meet the fortune teller in Yakuza 0? She gives predictions of what happens in other Yakuza games. No, that sounds amazing. Here we left to play Friday the 13th on Easy Update with Ian and May. Sure, I'll play it on Easy Update, but I'm also going to stream it me versus you, allies. Jason, coming to get you. Mr. Showtime, AC2 the best, no way, Black Flag all the way. But 1 and 2. I mean, Assassin's Creed 2 and Black Flag, my favorite 2. Love them both. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Dragon Quest 8 side quest, though, is in Bavarian. Absolutely. Somebody said the Saber Cat earlier, for sure. 23 Skiddo, how about the Riddler trophies? Excellent pick. Here we go. Back to Arkham Knight. It all comes back. Riddler trophies in Arkham Knight. Best payoff. Best payoff. Best boss fight in the game. 5 stars. Arkham Asylum, though. Those Riddler trophies. When, like, you hear the cops on the radio. Ah, you got me! Oh, my God. Speaking of the Riddler. Who watched Gotham? Who watched that new episode of Gotham? Gotham 5 stars. Gotham 5 stars. All right, no Gotham spoilers. Moving on. Don't spoil it. Do not spoil that stuff. It's good. Good stuff. Moving on. Hoping they improve it on the next Assassin's Creed. Will you play it, Hugh, and what are your hopes for it if you will? Assassin's Creed is one of my favorite franchises. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care how bad they get. It is so fun. Assassin's Creed is one of those games where I can just play with no stakes, you know, not like a meat steak, but just no pressure. I love the worlds they build in Assassin's Creed. I love the open worlds. They're safe games, but I just have so much relaxed enjoyment from them. And I've played every single one, every mainline Assassin's Creed to completion. I'm all in, fully invested. You know? So, yeah. I love them. I can't wait. And if the rumors are true about ancient Egypt, other than like feudal Japan, which the itch has kind of been scratched now because of Neo, ancient Egypt is like the best possible setting. Oh my goodness. And they took time off to polish. It's going to be incredible. I can't wait. I just can't wait. You know, they could even do a bold move where there's no Animus this time around. How would there be an Animus in ancient Egypt? Who knows? Assassin's Creed Stargate 1 says 23 Skiddo. Yes, yes. SG1. I am Gamer24. That is a weird connection there. Has only played Assassin's Creed 1 and Syndicate, the first and the last. That's funny. Fowlerin, if you like relaxed action games, what do you think about Prototype? Love Prototype. Love Prototype 2. Wow. Would be ecstatic for a Prototype 3. Ancient Egyptian side quests like poison the wine. I have not beaten the first Nier, Zen Davis, but I will jump into Automata. Corn fan, LS2 full playthrough with Bossman confirmed. He said he would be there if you do a full playthrough. Stay tuned. I will be doing a full playthrough of Outlast 2 at some point, hopefully next week. Shell Ghosted, ancient Egyptian side quest, pull Pharaoh's brain out through nose. Yeah. Yes. Some mummy side quest. Please have some mummies. Please, please, please. Clip says, I want another Prince of Persia. So do I. So do I. I even liked the weird reboot like a few years back. Hero, what can you, Swordfish, Hero, what can you tell us about the differences between modern side quests to retro side quests? I feel like retro side quests almost always gave you something useful, whether it was an item or story character development, because there were less of them. Now it's just all padding. Now it's just giving you, I don't want to speak in absolutes, but side quests kind of lost their focus nowadays. With you know, but I feel like Damiani's kind of been ranting and raving about open worlds lately. It's been a big pet peeve of his. He's feeling that open world fatigue. You know, this idea of an open world being jam packed with all these side quests that don't need to be there. Yeah, quality over quantity. You know, was retro side quests. Love when Damiani gets heated about something. Feels good. M-Bun, gotta do an episode on secret hidden areas or bonus worlds. Writing that down. M-Bun. Love it. Secret areas. Thank you. It's a good idea. Can delete that one. I did that one. Did all that. Did all that. Running out of ideas. Not really. Maybe. Kind of. Every week. All right. CDJ Gamer, Huber, did you see Bethesda's amusement park image for their E3 thing? Yes. Now, I briefly saw it. I didn't see Evil Within on there in the amusement park. Was their announcement that it would be a new IP or an IP not shown in the image? There's a big difference there. An IP not shown. Oh, it's gotta be. It's gotta be. It's gotta be then. An IP not shown. Yes. Perfect. Perfect. And Wolfenstein and Evil Within. Oh my god. Praise be to Valhalla. Please. Please. Oh my god. Evil Within and Wolfenstein. Shut it down. Just shut everything down. That's it. That's all we need. Everyone go home. That's it. That's all we need. Oh. Yep. Yep, yeah. Stop the damn E3! Those developers have a family! Oh, E3's coming. Don't worry, I gotta... Every time we get on Talking Syndrome, allies, we're getting that E3 hype. Just bear with me a little while longer. The hype will kick into overdrive very soon. We're almost in the middle of May. The middle of May, 1 month away from E3. Hint, hint. Very close. Almost. Almost. We're almost there. We're almost there, allies. It's almost time to get nuts. Oh, God. I just can't even. I can't. Oh, my. See? Chat, you know. Moonset Hunter, Resident Evil 2 Remake Trailer Huber. How am I supposed to sleep tonight now? Moonset and Hunter? How am I supposed to sleep? How am I supposed to concentrate on anything? Mr. Showtime, Huber, do you like Hot Shots Golf and are you excited for the new one releasing in August? Yes, Hot Shots Golf, I adore. Used to play the hell out of them on PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3. Absolutely love to death Hot Shots Golf. I'm a little worried about this new one. You know, little worried with like the openness of it all. You can like fish and stuff this time around. Something about creating the character rubs me the wrong way. I don't know why. I love the Hot Shots Golf characters. I love challenging them and unlocking them, and I don't know. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's good. There's so much E3 hype in this chat right now. I can't keep up. I can't even. People throwing out Final Fantasy VI Remake. That is how Brink 2 in the chat right now. Devil May Cry 5, Bloodborne 2, Red Dead Redemption 2, Agent. Things have come undone, allies. It is off the rails. We're out of control. No dream is too big. No dream is too small. E3 is coming. E3 is coming. We are in the year of dreams. What happens when the year of dreams collides with E3? The E3 of dreams. Repeat. My God. When you see a Half-Life 3 comment, you know there's no going back. That's it. You know there's no going back. Oh, good grief. Half-Life 2 Episode 3. Yes. Oh my goodness. Backspacer, Wet 2. I loved Wet with Eliza Dushku. I love Wet. That was an underrated game. That was a classic case of swimming in sevens. Super cool game. Enjoyed it. You know, one of those, like, those games, you know, those one and done games, I always look back so fondly of. You know, you look back at a Binary Domain or a Enslaved Odyssey to the West or a Wet. Just these one and done games that are a product of their time. Even Bulletstorm recently. Darksiders 3. God, I would love that. It always freaks me out when you start getting remasters of these games, and it's like, what are you pulling here? You know, what are you pulling? Are you setting us up for a sequel or a reboot or a prequel or a side quill or a something something? You know, it gets me so hyped when remasters come out, because then I'm anticipating some kind of new entry. You know, I'm a little sad nobody said God of War yet, unless I missed it, because we're getting, hopefully, the craziest God of War. Oh man, I need to start full playthrough in those before E3. You know, we're on God of War 1 now. We're on the good ones. We got through Ascension and Chains of Olympus. So, we'll get there. We'll get there. NAC HD Collection, says Wyvix. This is nuts. This is crazy. You got to be here to experience this insanity that is E3 Talking Syndrome hype chat. Best in the biz. Best of all time. Zen Davis, here, did you ever play 50 Cent Blood in the Sand? Gaff's talking about it. That's excellent. That is a phenomenal game. I love it. Super good. Way better than it should have ever been. Love that game. Love Blood in the Sand. Breathe. Breathe. Full media blackout for The Last of Us Part 2. Leaving the room. Walking out. Philip Dollarfield's Polo Emporium. Full walkout. I like watching one trailer, though, at E3. I like it. I love being a part of that hype, you know. It's the trailers that come after that you want to avoid. I think it'll be safe to watch that Last of Us Part 2 trailer. It'll be a little gameplay, some sick moment, and that's it. That's all you need. It'll be spoilering a moment, you know. It'll be spoilering one small moment that hopefully you forget by the time you get there, or forget most of it. I gotta watch all the trailers at E3. I gotta be part of that. All right, everyone. I hate to cut this E3 hype short, but the Q&A is coming up at noon, 12 p.m., the Easy Allies Q&A. And then at 2 p.m., I will be back streaming Too Dark. I've never played it. It is from the creator of the original Alone in the Dark. So a survival horror godfather, if you will. I forget his name. I apologize. But I will be back at 2 p.m. That was a fun one today. I love you all. Stay hyped. E3 is coming. E3 is coming. I just can't. I can't right now. Chat, what have you done? Now I'm just thinking about Remake 2. I'm thinking about Remake 2. I'm thinking about Shenmue 3. I'm thinking about Red Dead Redemption. I'm thinking about Last of Us. I'm thinking about Uncharted Lost Legacy.